So hey guys, today I am going to be doing retirement QBs. Just a couple. So as you all know, Peyton Manning is retired. As you can see in this video clip. Today he does commercials and probably I don't know what else he does. He does commercials and other stuff, so we can just look at his
Marvin Harrison,
speech.
who will be inducted into the Hall of Fame this August. The quarterback for our opponent, the Miami Dolphins, was, after my dad, my favorite player, Hall of Famer Dan Marino, who on the first third down of the game completed a 25-yard skinny post.
Now, as you can see here, Peyton Manning is very emotional, but so like I said, all he does now is commercials and probably living happy with his wife.
And it's a special day, and like Forrest Gump said, that's all I have to say about that.
So next up, we got Joe Montana. So right here, this video looks like he's just kind of enjoying himself nowadays. Not too much going on, so we'll get into the video.
Recreate the catch, which is so legendary it has its own Wikipedia page.
I didn't know that.
It really does. Why is it such a legend, this catch?
And it came down to the championship game to go to the Super Bowl. I roll out, I throw the ball, Dwight jumps up, makes a big catch.
Let's practice. Let's just have a couple of throws, me and you, try and get that synergy that you and Dwight had, okay?
Now here in this clip, you still have Joe Montana. They're just talking about Tom Brady. A little interesting. Kind of cool, but I'll get into it.
Expect him to continue at this level?
As long as you continue not to get hit, it's a lot easier to move forward. And as long as they try to protect the quarterback, makes that progression a lot easier. Before I throw the ball, and the biggest thing is I know the guy behind the camera right there is not very far away, but he can hit me still after I throw it. Now you can't touch him. It allows you not to take those big old hits that really make a difference in your play and your ability to last a long. I mean, I retired at 39. I probably, even as bad as I had, many injuries I had, I could have played another 2 years if I had one concussion.
But do you think it's a lot, or was a lot more difficult to sustain a career in your time than it is for a guy like Brady in his time?
Oh yeah, watch the guy taking Dump Bradshaw on his head. I mean, and watch how many times you see guys get planted and compressed into the ground.
So now we're looking at Michael Vick. Michael Vick, he was a pretty good quarterback. He could have played his full potential, but he got in trouble with having dog fights. Pit bull fights. And he got in trouble by the law, and he put in jail, but he finally got back to the NFL. He didn't play very long after that, but now let's just see what he's up to. Pretty neat.
Warmed up and ready to go? Yes, sir. Y'all ready for some football? Yes, sir. 100% effort. All right, let's go. Here we go. Work hard on three. 1, 2, 3. Work hard! There you go. Bend your knees a little bit. We're at V7.
So as you can see right there, that is Michael Vick.
The Elite Playmaker Showcase Series for the middle school. We've been to Nashville, Tennessee. We've been to Dallas, Texas. This week in Atlanta, Georgia. Nice route. Nice route. That's execution at its finest. Great job.
Guys that have been through, some of the things that you've been through. Some guys go to the league office. Yeah. Some guys go to the team that they gravitate to the most. You chose these kids.
Yeah.
Why?
I chose to work with kids. I feel like it's all about the next generation. Listen, y'all should either be on one knee or standing up. You can be a football player, you can be a football player at all times.
Mike Vick is out here he's not just out there just signing autographs. He's actually participating with the guys, so it's very good. We need more athletes, as a statue to come back.
I know they're dreaming the dream right now as young kids, and that's great. But they also have to know what happens in between. And in order to be, I think the best football.
So now here in this part, they are talking about Michael Vick's problem with the pit bulls and stuff, about having them getting in fights and stuff for entertainment.
It's losing your freedom. People don't understand what it's like to be behind bars, and they should never want to experience it. But low points, in terms of that stature, is different. It's a very different and difficult circumstance. So it's hard to describe. You got to live it. And then that was one of those moments where I lived it, and I lived it for a long time.
Now, pretty much everyone knows by now that Michael Vick is back home in Hampton and begins serving 2 months of home confinement after being released from prison.
I will redeem myself. I have to.
It's almost impossible to paint one person with a single stroke of a paintbrush. It's almost impossible because we're all multicolored and there's a full palette for each of us. Mike's got a lot of colors on his palette. A lot of vibrant colors and maybe some colors that aren't so pretty. But I'm proud of the way he's come back from this.
The humility that it takes to get back up. Where'd you draw that from? How do you explain that?
I think it comes from the people that I surround.
So guys, that will probably end up the video for today. I hope you will have a great weekend. If your players made it into the playoffs, congratulations. If not, just hope for a good draft pick or something like that. So yeah, this is gonna wrap it up. Please like and subscribe and comment.